All right, we got it. We got it together, man. my apologies. I got a pet peeve about shit like that. I couldn't leave that up there. I came, took that whole thing down. I'm looking, all of that shit is completely spelled completely wrong. I'm like, hold up. I could have sworn I changed all this. I guess I didn't. My mistake. I gotta have a fresh stream. I can't have no hiccups. I can't have no confusion about the titles, none of that. So I just went on ahead and spent the block, started over, and we are here. Shout outs to my writers, poets, content creators. Shout outs to you. I appreciate your patience. I'm a little irritated. I'm not irritated because of the stream. I'm irritated because of the news that I got. I'm irritated because of what happened the last couple of days. You probably already know what this is. And if you don't, I got a quick little recap I'm going to play here in a second. I got to get some stuff off my chest. Yeah, sir, we, well, I've spoken before. Highly doubt you ever saw anything that I shared here, and you probably won't ever come across it. If by some chance you do get to see this, I hope the message reaches you in a way that it does not come off as if I'm coming down on you. It's tough love. I gotta be honest though. I'm not really happy, not for the reasons that a lot of people are. I have my issues, but it's for a number of things. See, the difference between how I approach stories like this and how other people approach stories like this is that they stay surface level. There's always that one particular thing that they want to target. I want to get to the bottom of a couple of things here. It ain't going to be that different than what I said before, but it's going to have some extra mileage on it. That's why I'm not really going to rush through this one. I have to keep reiterating this because for some reason we end up having these conversations over and over and over again. It's like people don't really be listening. Either you hear it, you don't give a shit because it's your life and can't nobody really tell you nothing, or you hear, you don't register it in your brain, and that's a problem too. You might need some help. I don't know what your problem is, sir. Alas, we are here though. And before this is over with, you're gonna know exactly how I feel. You're gonna know how a lot of the male species feels. And ladies who do tune in, I want you to hear me just as loud. Like, share, repost, let the people know that we are live. Rob, shout outs to you, sir, if you're in the building. Sydney, salutes to you. My thoughts and prayers. Why do we keep coming here? Why is this a recurrent theme time and time again? Like, I'm really questioning like your yeah. I made a post earlier and I said I think a lot of these athletes are just dumb. think you're just flat out dumb. Because how the fuck do you go through training? You get coaches, you go to college, you bust your ass in high school to avoid getting good grades. You put more focus on building your muscles and being a exceptional performer than anything else. You stay after school, you stay later than the rest of them. You do everything necessary to get that contract, sign it on the dotted line. You want to do something that's going to take care of generations to come. You want to make sure you take care of your mom. You want to take care of your family. And this is the thing. You want to be a professional football player, professional basketball player, whatever the sport is, whatever your heart desires. You do what's necessary to obtain that goal. And then when you get to the promised land, when you get to the promised land, you fuck it up. You drop the ball. You fall for the trap. Yeah, Shannon Sharpe, you are a fucking idiot. Respectfully, with all love, but you're a fucking idiot, man. Let me go ahead and bring this up on the screen before I do my usual. I'm gonna play. It's like almost 3 minutes. Mostly, I probably already heard different variations of the story. That's cool. If you haven't, though, let's go ahead and do a refresher. Break this one down to the science.
Everybody's heard the news by now that I will not be returning to ESPN. I found out this information a little earlier in the week, and really the only thing that I really ask is like, guys, could we wait until Monday? My brother's going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I really wanted to be about him, and I wanted to be about my family. I know I said this coming out will overshadow everything that he's worked his entire life for. And unfortunately, it didn't happen that way. And so as I told him, as I profusely apologized to him earlier today, he said, bro, stop apologizing. You don't have to apologize. I'm your big bro. I'm going to love you regardless. We all make mistakes. And he says, bro, I love you. So I'm done with this. You're done with it too. Move on. And I really enjoyed my time at ESPN. It gave me an opportunity to bring my audience that saw me really just grow. They saw me, Lakers in 5, and they saw me say all these analogies that my grandparents gave me, and I was able to bring that to ESPN. So I'm very, very grateful for that. But I just wished, of all things, like I said, hey, they did what they felt they needed to do, and I'm at peace with that. But I just wish, guys, this thing could have waited until Monday, because I hate the fact that I'm overshadowing my brother, the first two brothers in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And this is what the headline's going to be for the next couple of days. So, bro, again, I know you told me this. I don't have to apologize, but I'm going to do it one final time tonight, and I won't apologize again. I'm sorry that I upstaged you in this manner. That was never my intent. You've been my hero. You've been my role model from as long as I can remember. And I apologize, and I thank all my fans for supporting me when I was at ESPN and every place that I've been, be it Club Shay Shay, Nightcap, Undisputed, ESPN. Thank you guys for your support.
So,
yeah, this ain't gonna be very friendly, because my nigga, you had it all. You had everything. Look, I congratulate everybody on their success. I'm not an envious person. I'm not a jealous person. If you get there before I get there and we started on the same playing field, but you were just a bit better than I was, if I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing to get to where you got, and you just happened to be more disciplined than I was, congratulations. Absolutely. You deserve that. Hell, maybe you sold your soul. I don't know. Maybe you sucked a few dicks. I don't know. But if you got there before I got there, I'm all for people getting their money. They rape us enough. I'm gonna try to say that one word one time, YouTube. So don't come for me. I give you all the love, all the admiration in the world because it takes a lot to get to that level. I don't disrespect it. I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's nothing corny about someone who will put aside the world and the temptations of the world to focus on something that they love to do. If you're really that passionate and you would rather have zero friends, have your career over all of that, yeah, that takes a lot of principle, a lot of respect. You had the people behind you, you had the staff, you had the organizations, social media, you had everybody. I'm gonna get to that portion. You did everything that was necessary to do. You know, one thing that is for certain is that life is short. It is not promised. We don't necessarily get to snap our finger and be fucking multimillionaires. Shit don't work like that. I wish it was that simple. I wish that I could just blink my eyes and bam, my account was filled with fucking zeros and so many decimals I couldn't even count. I think everybody would. That's not the reality. You're living the reality that a lot of us want. And it should be frustrating and irritating as fuck to me because even though I'm not a hater and I've never been jealous or envious of another person, that does not mean that I can't critique or have some type of uh feelings towards some of the choices that y'all be making. I really think that you fucking athletes, a lot of y'all are fucking idiots. Y'all niggas, man, you get all this bread, you get all of these opportunities and chances, and y'all be just out here fucking it up at the club, blowing money on shit just to be blowing money on shit, sleeping around with chicks just because you can sleep around with them, wasting you buying $500 pairs of fucking water and drinking $3,000 worth of fucking mocha lattes and like yeah yeah I can never yo I'm pissed. I'm not pissed at him. I'm pissed at the fact that we are on this fucking hamster wheel having to clock in all day every day. We don't get a chance to relax, rest. We don't really get to go on vacations. We don't get to do shit. Y'all be out here just doing whatever. And then You fuck up the bag, people are taking sides and trying to defend you. And this, I'm not defending nothing. There's nothing to defend here. Nothing. If I'm in your shoes, Mr. Sharpe, I'm not playing football no more. Those days are behind me. I done had my best years. I done got to take all the photos and the videos, and I got to do all that. This podcast, that's where I'm resting. I'm retiring with my loved ones and my family. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. I got the love of my life. I got my children. I got my friends, my small circle of people. I'm just going to ride this out. There's nothing else to prove. I don't have to compete with nobody. You, on the other hand, you, the flesh. The one thing that always end up getting us in trouble. You just couldn't. You just couldn't control yourself at all. You didn't have no discipline. I'm gonna be honest with you, bruh. Shorty was built to do the shit that she just did to you. Slim, women like her, they hit the gym, they go exercise, and they go run, and they eat healthy, and they do all of that shit for that very moment. The very moment that they can lock in and find a stupid ass like you, and then it's on. It's a wrap. Most of these females, man, their only blueprint is their physical attributes. They are going to use that to make sure that they are set for life. They don't really have no fucking desire to have no hard working job. They not trying to be out here sweating and shit. They ain't going in no sewer. Slim is the prototype for what you supposed to stay the fuck away from. But for some fucking reason, you, Marcus Morris, Travis Hunter, y'all don't understand. I don't know if you don't understand or you just don't care. You just horny. You see something and you just want to bite on it. You ain't got no type of discernment in your body. If them bitches was burning, you probably the type that wouldn't even ask questions. If them chicks had HIV or some shit right now, a lot of dudes out there in this world would only look at this chick and be like, man, she look good shit. I'm trying to fuck. Y'all wouldn't even bother asking anything. Bro, you retired, you got your championships. You had the entire world damn near in the palm of your hand, because niggas out here, they idolize and worship y'all celebrities like you're a god. You think I'm bullshit? I be scrolling. I scroll TikTok, Twitter, all that shit. it just be a long ass list, a long ass line of dudes in a fucking line up like a conveyor belt. They, oh my God, you're so beautiful, you're so fine, you're so attractive, heart, 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 emoji, 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 flower, flower, flower. That shit, man, it be repulsing me something serious, man. Do I gotta say it again?
Cut it out.
You're disgusting. It's pathetic. It's sad. It's depressing. It makes me ashamed sometimes to be associated with the male population. How y'all just be so here, 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 here. Take my money. Take my money. These bitches, man, they out here getting niggas shot, put in jail, put under the fucking prison. And then y'all be bitter, crazy, psychos, stalking, doing all types of wild shit over these brides that don't give a fuck about you. Shannon Sharpe, you freaky old ass nigga. You one freaky son of a bitch. I know niggas is freaky, man. But bro, I didn't know that you like to get your salad tossed and all that shit. Like you were really getting down with Slim. You was really getting down with Slim. Did you not know that this was going to happen? Did you think that you were just going to be able to do this shit with her and she wasn't going to see an opportunity? She ain't, she's not going to do that with me. I ain't got shit for her. I got $2 in my account. You can have that. Slim ain't fucking with nobody like me. She wouldn't have even had a conversation. She wouldn't even say hi to me. I'm all right with it. I'm old enough to understand how this shit is. Most of these women are built different. They set up different. They were raised to be fucking financial terminators. Financial terminators. I coined it. These bras were sent from the past into the future to destroy the future by using their sexual wiles to suck you in, and then once they drain you of every single thing that you have, then they move on to the next thing. You got to be up there. One of the most foolish men in history. If I'm not mistaken, you had coined approximately 22 point something million dollars. But you end up settling with her for 23 something. So not only did she just take your whole motherfucking 22, you just gave her an additional million. And then your dumbass just got fired from ESPN. You just got on here and said, oh, I didn't want this to overshadow my friends and I didn't want them to Shut up. You knew exactly what was going to happen. You horny old man. Horny old man. If you was smart and you was really prepared and you was really discreet, you, first of all, to each his own. This is how you want to live. To any celebrity or whoever, actor, whatever. If you want to go out here and do what he did and fuck animals and sleep with 20 people at the same time and all, if you want to do that shit, go ahead. That's on you. I personally, I want stability. I want a two-parent household. I don't want to be looking over my shoulder, wondering when somebody is going to blackmail me or try to put me in a trick bag because they let me crack in the back of an alleyway or some shit like that. Now they've got enough evidence on me and enough of my bodily fluid inside of them to make a claim that I did something that I didn't do. I would prefer to just have a woman who is taking care of herself in all aspects, and I am the only one that she sees, and vice versa. I ain't got time for that shit. Everybody out here is out for something. Nobody is trying to do things honorably, the right way. Fucking financial terminator. I I be really thinking, right? Imagine going through years and years of training and years of getting yourself in the best shape so that you can provide for your loved ones, your household, you can take care of yourself, all for you to lose everything over sex, over your anger, over ego, over pride, over someone stepping on your shoe. I don't understand. Help me understand, Shannon. Nobody's denying you got the right to sleep with whoever or live life the way you want. Hey, everybody is already doing it. Your rules don't apply to me, and vice versa. So just because I might disagree, hey, you can tell me fuck off. But look at the result. Really think about what happens here. You are a martyr. You have made yourself the sacrifice. You are the sacrifice and the example to a lot of men who are already woke, but they are already looking with confirmation that they have made the right decisions and saying, fuck these bitches. The woke men look at you and they think to themselves, I'm so glad that I ain't tripping off of none of these females. I'm so glad that I'm not so thirsty. I'm so glad I didn't let her just flirt with me and I fell for it. I'm so glad that I did not give my money away to this broad. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you. Shannon, you know that there are at least 80 million men in the world right now that would do the exact same thing that you just did. To be fair, 80 million. That's a pretty big number. They would, if they had your lifestyle and they could afford to do this, they would absolutely do it. So as much as I'm annoyed and irritated with you, I'm annoyed and irritated with them because they're not even doing what you're doing on the same scale, but they're still doing it. You're just a rich version of what we see in the comment section.
What?
You're a simp.
What?
You're a fool.
What?
You have no control.
What?
You like sex that much? When people be getting to a certain level in life, they be forgetting who they are. Y'all just get out of control. You don't know what to do with yourself. You got so much money, you just like, damn, I wonder what I can do with this. I wonder what I can do today or tomorrow. I'm bored. I need to find something to do. Oh, I guess I'll go hit up an OnlyFans model. Yay! Let's hit up an OnlyFans model. That would work.
How dare you?
If all the women in the world that you could spend money on, frankly, you might as well get married. But then again, don't nobody even want to do that. So let's go ahead and rewind that. If you're going to spend money on a woman, not spending it on a fucking OnlyFans model. I'm laughing. I'm dying laughing on the inside because she was a fucking OF model, ran into you. She executed her plan perfectly and retired. She don't have. I guarantee there's a number of women right now that they watch this case and they think they can do the same thing. They're going to try to pull off the same shit. A lot of them have already tried to. Some have failed. Some might have succeeded. I'm gonna spin back on you though. I want to address ESPN. Yeah, I want to talk to ESPN for a minute. Stephen A. Smith. You know what I'm saying? When you hiring people to broadcast for you, what's the screening process? What is necessary for a person to get a job? Because hell, if you can get him on, I damn sure should be able to get a position on there. But then again, I'm not political, so nah, you might as well go ahead and leave me out of the equation. I'm not about to pick sides with nobody. Shannon. ESPN is like the fucking brotherhood, man. That's the man cave. That's the social media man cave. You fucked all kinds of money up, all kinds, and I gotta hold ESPN accountable. I mean, you did handle your business and you released them. If he actually thought he was going to keep his job after this came out, that's hilarious. There was no way. Once that type of information is put out there into the universe, there is no going back. On the bright side, some people just consider you to be a old perv that was just horny, and you let your desires get out of control. That portion of the world don't believe you beat her, so you're still going to have that audience. But you done fucked up so much that the revenue that you were getting before this, you're not about to see that same money. Sponsors have already stepped off. ESPN gone. You still got Club Shay Shay. I wonder how well that's going to do moving forward. You ain't completely canceled. Nobody's really going to cancel you. Why? Let's break that down too. I told you I wasn't going to really rush through. I want to address a number of things here. ESPN, you handled it properly and you got that up out of there. But what I'm going to need for you guys to do, and hear me close, I'm going to need you to do a little more research on your employees. Because your boy been doing that for a very long time. And if you didn't know, you should have. And if you knew and you ain't do nothing about it sooner, and you're only doing something now because it got exposed, then you're a problem too. Yeah. We know how this works. Media, especially when you are somebody in his position. If you've been working somewhere or anywhere for a long period of time, them people know your dirt. You know theirs. You know certain secrets. You don't work somewhere that long and not know shit about the other person. This got out, yeah, I had to let him go. But before that, were you still oblivious? I would say you already knew how he was. Me personally, I think most of y'all be in on the shit that he doing. But that's just me. I think most social media is corrupt. I do. But nonetheless, your sponsors are gone. ESPN is gone. You still got certain friends that are still going to support you, which is probably going to help you keep your show afloat. Random question. Let's say you're a celebrity to the people that are watching. Let's say you're a celebrity and you're friends with Shannon Sharpe. You find out that he just settled. This woman is retired off 23. Everybody just came to the conclusion that this would be better off done with. Do you still associate yourself with somebody like that? I mean, do you still come on their show? Do you still endorse them? Do you still support their content? Do you still repost, share? Do you still do things to help them generate money? Do you still bring your family around them? Do you still you know what I'm talking about? I'm asking about your character. See, whether or not he's innocent or guilty, the fact of the matter is he's settled, and he's settled for a reason. What's worse is, forget the fact that he not only settled, the real thing that we should be looking at is the fact that it's even a problem, that it was even a conversation. You should never ever, in Chris Jericho's voice, you should never ever be accused of putting your hands on a woman as a man. You can be a homeless man, you can be a constipated man, you can be a crackhead, you can work at McDonald's, you can be a janitor, you can be a CEO, you could be fucking Andrew Tate, you can be anybody. If you're a guy, you are never, ever supposed to be charged or associated with abusing women. It will never, ever go away. And you will never, ever get that up off you, even if you are proven innocent. That's how messed up it is. So just even having that attached to you alone is a no-no. Why? What is it about you? What is it about men like you? I'm gonna get to these females, especially her. But I just want to ask, what is it about men without discipline and self-control where they're just openly creepy? They're willing to risk everything for a nut. You'll do everything within your power to get an orgasm. You'll do everything in your power to have some type of authority over somebody. I'm really confused because the women don't fucking like you. A lot of these women don't like men. You're a wallet. You're an opportunity. You're a gateway to a bigger bag, a bigger door. Nothing more or less. Here's a door. Here she is. She needs to get through this door because there's another door here, and that door takes them somewhere else. They don't really want you. They don't respect you. They don't fuck with you. They're not entertaining you. If you are on social media under the comment sections of these women googly eyes and talking about how you'll eat their pussy and you'll fuck them every day and this, they don't want you. They don't like you. You are a ticket. You are the thing that elevates them to get to who they want to be next to. You do not get the fact that you need help. You need help. Your dick is getting you in trouble. Your attitude is getting you in trouble. Your lack of mannerisms and you're not listening. You're not computing. Something is just going on within your system. Where's the fellowship? Where's the comprehension? Where are the role models? I see beautiful women online all the time. But I'm not about to sit up here and click on your links. I'm not clicking on links. I'm not buying or subscribing to OnlyFans. I'm not doing all that. You're attractive. You are. But those characteristics and that archetype, I could never mesh with, respectfully. I can't roll like that. There's no way. You're not you're not for one person. You are for yourself. You are for yourself and what you can get. Y'all just don't understand how much. I know I'm gonna have to make a compilation. I'm gonna have to really. I'm gonna do a live stream. Yeah, fuck the reaction shit. Cause y'all be sleeping on them reaction videos I be doing. I'm gonna do a live stream, and I'm gonna put together since you don't really believe this shit. I'm gonna put together a nice little collection. We're gonna do a 2-3 hour show just to kick back, talk shit. I'm gonna have me a nice little something here. We're gonna bullshit, and I'm gonna let it run. It's gonna be a compilation of women laughing at your dumb ass. Matter of fact, as soon as this stream is done, I'm gonna get to work on it immediately. This compilation is gonna be a dedication to the simps. Do me a solid. After the stream, hell, right now, even during the stream, if you even find this interesting at all, I want you to do me a favor. If you're watching me on Twitter, you go to my page, right? Go to my DM, and I want you to give me a title. I need a title for what I should call that specific live stream. It's going to be dedicated to the simps, to the ones that sit up here and retire OnlyFans models like this stupid ass just did. Because and then on top of that, after you send me your idea, the best one. Not only am I'm gonna use it, I'll even give you a shout out. I'll give you a shout out up here. I'll highlight your platform, all that shit. So title. Oh, and when I do the stream, make sure you share it. Share it to share it to people that you know or you think are the simps. Share it to them people that you think would probably benefit from it. Because quite frankly, you don't believe this shit is real. And it be your idols. It be people that you think flirting with you and shit all the time. It be them. I'm gonna put together a nice little collage. And I'm gonna let it run, and you get a chance to hear them talk about you. Let's see how you feel about your deities then. Let's see how you feel about these OnlyFans models then. Probably don't even care for real, for real. Yeah, I pay to get degraded. So you probably won't care. It's pathetic, man. It's absolutely sad. I want to address Miss what's her name? Zuniga, Gabriella. First and foremost, man, I just want to say, congratulations. You passed the test. Denzel voice. Most of the dudes or women that are watching, I don't know the percentage. Most people only hear this. That's all y'all really hear. That shit be going in one ear and out the other. But for the ones that's really listening, ladies, I want you to understand something clear. You did exactly what you needed to do to get out of that idiot what you got out of him. If I was a piece of shit, I would do the same thing. You matched energy. See, what y'all don't know and what you don't address is that while some men are oblivious to the manipulation of women, there are some men who are participants in their own demise. Shannon Sharpe was a participant in his own demise. His lust cost him. His greed cost him. That's a specific type of spirit that he walked around with. Probably, matter of fact, not probably, he still probably has that spirit. All she did was match it. She has her own demons with her. And the only thing that happened was they connected and accomplished the objective that was designed to be accomplished over Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe is a person that was moving, thinking with his dick. And she got that succubus spirit. And who knows what else. They both completed an objective. That woman was sent to him to do exactly what she did. That was the only goal. Think about that. You're a rich, successful, hardworking brother, white, Hispanic, Asian. You worked hard. But then there's those elements that come into your life that draw your attention away from that which is good. And you start indulging in other things. What do you think happens? That woman was a manifestation of his destruction. She came pretty packaged. But the overall spirit attached to her created a life and a future that was shaped and woven out of sin. Mission accomplished. She did what she had to, and he did what he had to. They both made the decision. She, though, however, she's set for life, but she doesn't understand that her her role in this is not over. Yeah, he was an idiot. He should have use discernment. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't have people in his circle that told him, yeah. Matter of fact, damn, can I find that? I wonder if I can find that. I'm gonna look for it. He had people warning him, but do we really listen? Most times, no. Most of the time, we just want to do what we want to do. Isn't that right? Matter of fact, look what I found. Let's go ahead and bring that up. Everybody gets counsel. We do have that one person that's with reason, and they'll tell you the truth, but we don't be wanting to hear that shit. Never. Because we think they're attacking us or they trying to stop our fun. Hold on. Prime example.
What advice is somebody if a group of women were in here and it's like, they talk to us, how this dating thing, because it's Mo is different now than when you and I.
It's different, baby. I'm grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
But you trying to say what you trying to say? Mo,
I'm looking right at you.
I know you looking at your.
I ain't backing down. You better take your old ass and get somebody to love you.
Damn, Mo.
Now I'm looking right at y'all. Let me tell y'all what Shannon needs.
Let me
tell you what my baby needs. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old. You trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it. Dang. When they want you to go for the fourth round, you looking at her like, bitch, listen, you want some money to go to Starbucks? Yeah, because I can't go no further. But if you get your older girl, when you get to that fourth round, she's going to say, hold on. Let me go get you some eggs and cheese and some toast with apple butter, because that's going to get your energy back up. I'm talking right to you. Shit. So he thought I was going to be scared. Yes, I'm talking. And I know an old gal, she'd be good to you. Her name is Elladora. Now, when you know somebody named Elladora, she's old school. Mm-hmm. Now, Miss Elladora told me to tell you. She said, I think he like red velvet.
Oh, I do.
I say, Miss Elladora, if he do like that, she said, you let him know I got something for him.
Yeah, I like
and she don't have no teeth. Come on, pick your glass up and clack for me. Come on now. These young gals will bite you. Okay?
Yeah. Okay, guess I gotta come on home.
Come on home, Shannon. And y'all stop putting lies out about my brother, because I was in my feelings when y'all said he didn't date black women. Y'all stop that shit. You stop it. Now he might throw a white one in there every now and again. And it's okay. It's okay. Because sometimes we ain't into everything. We don't do everything. So sometimes Uncle Shay need a spice of life. Yeah, see? There you go. He need to go across the street, but he always gonna come back.
He's had some wisdom. Now she might have been a little overly expressive, and she had some points. I don't necessarily think that because the person is younger, it always means it's going to be a issue. The problem is, my nigga, you just was out here slinging dick. You were just horny. You got that demon on you. Didn't realize you had it on you, and you met your match. And I guarantee you, it's not the first time you've been in this position before. Not on this specific scale. You've been here before. A lot of people have been here before. That's the only reason why I know what the fuck I'm talking about. You just happen to do this shit more than you should have. I put it to y'all like this. Shannon Sharpe has been doing this shit so long that he finally got what the hell was supposed to come to him. She wasn't the first. She was the one. Straight up. This nigga been warned. I guarantee it. He's been warned on a number of occasions. Y'all have never been in a situation where you out here being reckless and shit, and you just be barely getting by. You just barely get through the bullshit that you be on, and you don't be one. You know, you've never was like, damn, how did I get through? How? But you keep doing the same shit. Him, that's him. Ever since he was able to do this, he's been doing it. And by the skin of his teeth, he's been getting away with it. I'll even take it a step further. See, you're not going to get this type of commentary, breakdown. I'll take it a step further. There was an assignment on him. There was a spiritual assignment on him. If you know anything about monitoring spirits, then you feel me. There was an assignment laid out, and with every single person that he dealt with, what he didn't understand was those parties were sent to him. Now, I'm not saying they picked up a phone and called him, or they stalked his house. The lustful spirit in him and in his eye drew him to the specific person that was assigned to lead him to Miss Gabriella. That's some real spiel right there. He didn't get the message. He didn't understand what was really happening. He just thought that he's Shannon Sharpe. He has 1,000,000+ subscribers on YouTube. He knows all these athletes and celebrities. Cat Williams blew up his channel. He's a Hall of Famer. He did all of this glorious stuff. He's just living freely, doing his thing. Nothing more to think about it. But what he didn't understand was there was an assignment, a spiritual assignment attached to him. Yep. So with every woman that he has sex with, was a soldier, a demonic soldier, occupying the space of that particular woman at the time. All of them were leading him to her. See, if he would have understood this shit sooner, this would have never happened. I know it don't really make sense to a lot of people if you're not really a spiritual type of a person and you don't believe in God and stuff like that. This is just going to go over your head. You ain't going to accept it. But I know it's real. I don't know who she was, but it started whoever that first one was. She was the initiator, and it just drug on along. And now you here. That's why I'm really irritated because I don't be understanding how a person can make it out the hood, how a person can just have it all right there. You don't gotta need, you don't have to want for nothing. You ain't gotta panhandle. You ain't gotta borrow nothing from cousins. You ain't gotta work 3, 4 extra jobs. All you gotta do is reap the benefits of your hard work. I mean, you played in the NFL for years. You made history. You're going to be documented in the books for all of your accomplishments. Many of us won't ever get to that level. That don't be enough. And you be thinking because you got money that's just going to be it. That's all you need. That's all you need to satisfy every single part of you. But if what's in here is still void, it don't really matter how many times you fly across the world or how many orgasms you have. It's not going to change anything. Shannon. Matter of fact, Miss Gabriella, I don't know when or where or how or why you took a different path than he did. I wanted to dedicate a large portion of this segment to him so that he understood exactly why he's in the position he's in. Now I want to address you because see you not only inspire a lot of young women to do what you did, but you are part of the problem beyond just inspiring them to be OnlyFans models. Because you too are walking around with demons that are using you just as much as they were using him. They used you to get to him, but they're using you to get to many more. In some way, we all got blood on our hands, all of us, in some shape, form, or fashion. Whether or not you really sat down long enough to think about it, ma'am, the content that you created on the internet caused a lot of men to stray from God. Yeah, they can make their own decisions. We know that. But you also can make your own decisions. The entire purpose for OnlyFans is to entice, ensnare, and trap. You're trying to make money. You're not doing OnlyFans just because it's fun. You're on there to make money. You know what you need to do on that site to make money. And you did it. You think that you're doing it on your own accord. Partly true. There's something attached to you as well that got you in that timeline right now, using you to get to the rest of the world through sexuality and lusting. So you've already been strung along for your own path. Yours was just meant to cross his. You managed to go ahead and finesse that man out of $23 million, and you've managed to cost a lot of men their souls. They're in jeopardy. You've got a lot of dudes out here wired, broken, all over the place. They don't have no type of control over their sexual preferences or nothing. They're just out here, open, susceptible to all types of demonic influence because of your content that you voluntarily put there because you knew that it would draw in a specific audience. You ain't no better than he is. And it's really sad because I sound like I'm the bad guy or I'm the hater or I'm being negative. But the truth of the matter is, you're causing people to be spiritually sick. You're causing people to lust and expand on the desires of their heart through the images that you portray on social media. You can't hide your hand. I don't care who you are. Not even myself. You can't hide your hand. You're just as guilty as they are. You think that if you leave here, you can blame everybody else for why they put their eyes on your shit. If your content wasn't there, that would be one less person tempting them to step out of their body. Y'all don't want these type of conversations. You can't handle the truth. Go ahead and enjoy that money. Go ahead and take them trips, and you finally get to stop doing what you swore you didn't want to do in the first place. It won't matter, because let me tell you something. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but after seeing something like this, I will never ever take a woman serious that don't show me who she is. I want to see everything. You're not you're not going to breadcrumb me nothing. You're going to show me everything that I need to see. I want to see your nakedness. I'm not talking about your flesh. I'm talking about your spiritual nakedness. I need all of it. If I ain't getting that, good luck. Good luck. And most men, they know that. They see you for who you are, ma'am. So if you think that you're going to get a chance, you know what? I don't even know. I don't, because I want to say you're not going to get another chance to finesse another dude of his stature. But we see too many of these celebrities getting finessed. These athletes, I keep saying something is fucking wrong with y'all, man. Something is absolutely wrong with y'all. I don't know what it is. Did y'all not have that one specific cousin or uncle in your household that said, look, bro, do your work, read a book, go to school, get an education. Let me teach you about how women really are. Let me teach you about how phony people are. Uh, you're punished. You're grounded. No, you can't go here. No, you can't go there. Uh, boot camp. Boot camp. Yeah, did y'all not have that? I'm lost. How does it keep happening? She was a financial terminator, and there are a lot of financial terminators right now driving to these training camps. I seen one video on Instagram. That shit had me rolling. I can't even find it no more. These bitches was actually driving. They were in the mirror putting on makeup. They were throwing on their sexy red uniform, and they was getting ready to catch flights, get on trains, all that shit. They going to the training camps. They're going to the NBA training camps, the NFL training camps. These bitches was really on their way to try to fucking recruit a youngin'. These 17, 18-year-old dudes. They on their way there with the purpose of locking them in because they know that bonus is coming, that check is coming. Y'all bitches is evil, financial terrorists, financial terminators, 100%. Why? Because these famous women is up here telling y'all, if he ain't got this, you don't need him. Leave him alone. TV has been around longer than I've been born. The internet has been around for Lord knows how long. You got a little bit of everything. People are exposing themselves for being liars. People are exposing themselves for being gold diggers, cheaters, fraudulent check holders, killers, molesters, panhandlers, grifters. You got everything on social media at your disposal. I'm the type of nigga or the type of guy. I'm not a nigga. I'm a guy. I'm a black man in America. I'm the type of man. I see a video that teaches you something. I share it. I share it on my stories. I share it to my friends and family. If it's informative and it's meant to enlighten you, I'll share it. Why? Because I don't want you to believe everything that you hear and see. And on top of that, I want you to keep your eyes open. Stay on your P's and Q's because people out here ain't shit. Humans ain't shit. Y'all crusty. Y'all sneaky. Y'all nefarious. And you're willing to pretty much undercut anybody. With all this information that's out here, y'all still end up finding your way in the bed, the boudoir of one of these fine young gentlemen or one of these fine young women, only to learn the hard way. Y'all should have said no, walked away, and kept it moving. Just like Shannon Sharp just got his, you're gonna get yours. So enjoy it. Enjoy every dollar. Spend it wisely. You gotta sleep at night knowing that either you lied or your lifestyle still is gonna catch up to you. Because my thing is, he settled, and to me, you settled because you know there's truth to it, or you settled because you just didn't want to go through the whole court thing and drag it out. But I think that it was a lose-lose situation anyway, just off of the strength that's attached to you. A regular person would have been in jail. You didn't even have to do no time. But no, two things that I do want to acknowledge and I want to address. One, it doesn't really make a difference whether or not you believe Shannon Sharpe is guilty or innocent. People are still going to support him and be on his page. People are still going to rally behind him. There are people that's still going to defend him to the very end. It doesn't really make a difference. He will find another means of income. He will create another opportunity to make back what he lost. Will he be the same as he was before? No, it's not over for him. It hasn't been over for folks in his position ever. I believe. Shit, P Diddy is about to get away with so much shit. He's not going to be in jail too much longer. It's a lot of bull, a lot of it. He gonna be all right though. But if he a dummy, like I think he is, he gonna be right back out here. If he ain't already, shit. If I'm him, I ain't touching nobody. But knowing him, he probably still got something here and there. If he's smart, he don't. I'm not willing to give him that much credit though. Sorry. Can't believe you, man. And you already know how hard it is out here for black men or men in general. We get blamed for everything. We creeps. We don't know how to say my bad. Let me walk away. We don't take no for an answer. You already know how that shit go. You got women looking at this shit like, well, if he's doing it and he's a celebrity, then I know that all men ain't shit. If he's doing it, everybody else must be doing it too. And we know it's only a minority. Every man out here in the world is not beating the hell out of women. And every man out here in the world is not cheating on women. And every man out here in the world is not this bum loser that you claim is just rampaging all over the earth like cockroaches crawling out of your cabinets at 2 o'clock in the morning. Those are just your preferences. That's all. Hold on. Give me mine.
Sensational.
Let this be a lesson. Have sex with one person. Wait till marriage. Well, too late for that. You've already had sex. Don't have no more sex. Go abstinent. Read a book. Focus on your career, your hobby, building a better, healthier version of yourself. Network. Create authentic connections with people. Remove destitute thinking. And then only then, when it's time for you to lock in with somebody, don't allow the world and people to tell you that your chain is what's going to make you a good guy. Don't let your car make or break you in the eyes of another community of people. Do not let your job dictate whether or not you're qualified or disqualified for a friendship or a relationship. Men and women who associate themselves with those intricacies, those tangible things, they are not happy. They are temporarily in a bubble of security. A bubble can only protect you but for so long before it gets popped. That's not what you want. Athletes in general, make your money. Play the game that you love. When I was younger, and I thought about being famous, like I pictured it in my head. Wow, all these people admire me. All these people want to be a part of my system. They want to throw it back for me. I'm the one they want to wake up naked to and all that shit. I used to think about stuff like that when I was younger until I got way older. And then I started actually seeing what happens, like the side effects. You know, like when you over smoke or take too many pills. I saw the side effects of greed and wanting and all that. And it's ugly and it's cheap and it's temporal. There's nothing long lasting about it. Temporary pleasures cannot sustain a starving soul. Temporary pleasures cannot suppress a wandering eye. Temporary pleasures cannot satisfy a relationship that is unequally yoked. Temporary pleasures will never put you in a room with kings or queens. Temporary pleasures only put you in the same council of everyone else who is stepping in their own vomit. Shannon Sharpe had to learn the hard way. And unfortunately, a lot of these dudes are going to continue to learn the hard way. But because what I said here, they don't understand what I'm talking about. They don't know not one word. Most people just think I'm just talking to be talking. All right. Think it's a joke. I ain't speaking hyperbole. I ain't talking in riddles. Go back. I went to every single portion of this as I could. That woman was assigned to him. Matter of fact, a lot of people that you think are for you were actually assigned to you. They were sent to you to do exactly what this woman just did to him. Maybe not in the same area, but a lot of people that are around you or you're connected to, they're being used to get to you. Keep that in mind. Tomorrow morning, because yeah, I'm working. I'm working. Tomorrow morning on the King's Morning table, I'm going to talk about Mr. Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar, we got to have a conversation. You too, my friend, have put yourself in a precarious situation too. As much as you're this knowledgeable Zulu built Zionist ass, whatever, you done had your fair share of bullshit as well. And now it looked like you just got put in this a terrible ordeal yourself. We're going to wrap. 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Same place. Facebook, Rumble, YouTube, TikTok. Not IG. IG keep on shadow banning me. I don't know what their problem is. They don't fuck with me for some reason. But I'm pulling back up tomorrow. I want to say thank you to everybody that pulled up to watch. That compilation is on the way. That Simp Chronicle, I don't know what I'm going to title it yet. Let me know what's a good title for it. I'm going to do a compilation of women just shitting on men. The ones that's just using y'all. Y'all be thinking that they love you and they like. This ain't a thing about bashing. This is about getting you fucking idiots to stop putting money in their pocket because they don't like you. I'm gonna do a compilation, and we're gonna come back here. I don't know what day, but if you're not following me on YouTube, follow me on YouTube. Like, share, hit the thumbs up.
What's the goddamn button?
You know what I'm saying? Same time, same place. Well, tomorrow evening it'll be 8:00. But tomorrow morning it'll be 11. So there's gonna be an open mic at 8, and then Dr. Umar at 11. If there's any artists in the building that want to do interviews, you trying to branch out to another audience, hit me up. Any poets out there, hit me up. That being said, we about to get up out of here, man. You guys enjoy the rest of your evening. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Peace.